In a bottle you'll never find the truth. In a bottle the world seems so aloof.
Hi, I'm Becky and I'm playing Minos in Birdsong in Bedlam. I'm at Northwest Recording Studios today with Paul and Colin, and we're recording a few songs for the album for Birdsong in Bedlam. So we're recording 2 songs today, and so far we've done 1 and we've got the title track to do, so hopefully that'll go well too. So I'm really impressed with Paul's setup. He's got some cool bits going on. He's got like the Himalayan Salt Lab.
Even an octave up if that's cool. So do you want to do your low one first to warm up?
Hi, I'm Tony Owens and I'll be playing Eddie in Birdsong in Bedlam. So I started really getting interested mostly in singing. I've always been into music since I was a kid, but I was about 9 years old and I tried to get into the school choir every year and didn't get in at all. So I was a bit disenchanted with singing, and then one of my dad's friends actually came up to us and said, oh, there's a choir that sings, lets children sing, and there's no audition. So I went along for one and I stayed with the organisation for 9 years. It was really, really good. From that I just loved singing ever since, and really I loved musicals. I went to see Phantom of the Opera when I was 13 in Manchester, the first musical I ever saw. It blew me away. I went then the following year to school to see it in London, which was 10 times better because obviously they throw the money at it in London. And ever since I've just fallen in love with musicals and always wanted to be in them. I did Grease when I was at school, and I've also been in productions of things like Rock of Ages, Chicago, Grease. Yeah, it's been really, really cool. The acting side of things, I went to college and did some acting. I was actually in a world premiere for the amateur production of a play called Black Milk, which I was also the lead role for, which was very daunting. And the best way I could describe it was I was the sort of Del Boy of Russia. I liked playing that because that character was completely out of my sort of comfort zone and my normal way of being. It was really good to explore that. So I'm playing the role of Eddie. He is the lead role in Birdsong in Bedlam. He is very much an everyday man. I call them the grey men, the people that don't really stand out in society. He's always wanted to do well, but maybe necessarily didn't achieve much at school, didn't have that many friends. But he's got himself together. He's got himself a job. He's got himself a lovely wife, and life's kind of good for Eddie at the start of the show, and then we take some twists and turns because it would be a bit boring if it was all the same at the start. And yeah, Eddie goes through some stuff, and I think everyone watching Eddie will be able to take something away from him. Maybe not his story, but they can relate to him. He's a very relatable character, and Birdsong in Bedlam is just following Eddie on this journey that he's kind of been thrust upon himself and he's had no control over it. So yeah, today I'm in the studio with Paul and Colin, just going through some of the songs that we'll be doing in the show for the eventual live recorded album. It's interesting. First experience for myself in the studio. I have sung for a while, but I've learnt an awful lot. And it's a really, really interesting day for an artist as well. It's actually quite exciting to think, for us a year ago we were approached about this musical and did auditions, and now we're starting to see the kind of, not the end product even, it's we've still got quite a fair way to go till October. I've really enjoyed it and learning a lot as I go. Looking forward to that process continuing, and next stage will be photo shoots, getting the costume on so it'll again feel more real, and then we'll start the rehearsals in August, and I really can't wait to get together with everyone again and kind of see what they're doing and what happens in the next stage.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbour, your pet, your postman. But remember, I'll see you next week. The truth lies within.